Hi folks, just a quick little video on this booklet here, produced by the Road Safety Authority, which is the Learner Driver Information Booklet on your Essential Driver Training or EDT Driving Lessons. You should read the first number of pages of this book before you begin your EDT lessons, okay? In those first couple of pages, it explains such things as what is a competent driver, how to become a competent driver, what your learner permit is. A few points to note there. A learner permit allows you to drive with some restrictions. And further down then it says, always carry your learner permit with you while you're driving. On driving lessons or on driving practice. It explains about the role of the sponsor, who basically is the person who will be helping you to practice in between driving lessons, because you're supposed to do 3 hours of practice minimum between each of the 12 driving lessons. That's recommended by the RSA. It goes through the role of the ADI and what your logbook is, and what is EDT, a basic description of what EDT involves there, and why do I need to do EDT. Then it explains preparing for your first session of EDT, but again, you should have done 3 hours of practice before your first session of EDT, and perhaps read up on the rules of the road as well, which I will put a link to where you will find the rules of the road book in the comments section below. It goes on then to explain where can I practice my driving, what happens when I finish my EDT lessons, sharing information about the EDT, and then it goes on about the syllabus, the EDT driver training syllabus, on the next 2 pages before it goes into what's involved for lesson 1, which is car controls and safety checks. And there's a page like this then for every other lesson. Lesson 2, correct positioning 1. Lesson 3, changing direction 1, and so on through the book. And there's information given on each of the 12 lessons that you have to do. Okay, so just going back to lesson 1 there now again, and how you should prepare for lesson 1. Now, ideally, you should have this information before you start the date of your first driving lesson, so you can adequately prepare for lesson 1, for session 1, as it says here. Unfortunately, at the moment, the RSA have made no provision for the learner drivers getting this booklet before you do your first driving lesson. Currently, it's the ADIs who give you the booklet on the day of first driving lesson. So hence I made a video so you'll be aware of the booklet possibly before the day of first lesson, and you can see how you can prepare for your first session, EDT lesson 1. Now it says down there too, you should practice for at least 3 hours before your first EDT session. Okay, that's very important. And do a further 3 hours of practice between each lesson, each of the 12 lessons as well. I'll put the link to this video or this booklet in the comment section below, with the link to the rules of the road book as well. Okay folks, thank you for listening. It's a short video. Bye for now.